Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
I'm going to do something that I don't usually do at the beginning of the videos.
Oh yeah?
Which I don't think I do in any video really, which is ask if this is your first time finding us or if you enjoy our videos. Consider subscribing to the channel. I don't know if saying this will help. Apparently also there's a new AI feature on YouTube.
Okay.
Where if you mention subscribing to the channel or liking the video, the subscribe and like button will light up. So I don't know if that's real or if that will work.
Cool.
But I've seen it recently in videos.
So we should just like subliminally every second subscribe. Subscribe.
Just put it low in the background.
Like, subscribe.
So today what we're listening to is an album called Norman fucking Rockwell. Very rare that an album has a swear word in the title.
Right. For
because
fear of
speaking of it,
censoring.
promotional.
right.
So it's usually abbreviated as NFR, just so.
Or effing. Yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, with the stars, just that
Yeah.
it could be, spoken about. It's the 6th album by a singer-songwriter named Lana Del Rey.
Much
Highly,
requested.
highly requested, especially in recent times.
Even by me, because I happen to like this band, The Struts, and I was seeing a lot of requests. And then one time after the show, I saw him wearing a Lana Del Rey t-shirt. And I asked you, if you'd ever heard of her.
Oh yeah, this was recently, right?
Yeah. And then boom, like people were like,
All over.
Yeah.
A lot on the Lord
especially with Lord and,
Yeah.
and Billie Eilish.
and Billy, and even a lot of Taylor fans have been asking for it. So she's an artist that I'm not. It's not like an artist that I'm completely unfamiliar with. I'm pretty familiar with her work. This album specifically, which is my favorite of hers, and it's also her most acclaimed record, which came out in 2019.
What genre is she in? Like
So she's considered a pop artist,
pop rock? Like,
but it's definitely not what you're gonna get from. It's just different. It's just unique.
Okay.
I would say she's a little bit more like a classic feel of a singer-songwriter, like a little bit more like 50s, 60s style singing.
interesting.
This album specifically has a lot of like 70s elements to it, 70s rock albums. Like it reminds me a lot of like the Led Zeppelin era of that time, like like Houses of the Holy, and
Okay.
it also has like psychedelic elements in it. And this album is also co-produced by Jack Antonoff, which is a perfect kickoff from where we had just left off with Melodrama.
This guy's everywhere.
Yeah, he's unbelievably talented. The production on this album is incredible. I didn't even purposely do this because of Jack Antonoff. I just wanted to go here.
Right.
But it just so happens that we had just done Melodrama, which was produced by him. This was produced by him.
Cool.
Not fully, but I think it's like, I don't know, 80% of the
Wow.
tracks and records were produced by him.
Wow.
So I have heard this album. It's one of my favorite albums, like ever, honestly, of all time. It's definitely one of my favorite of this year, 2019. The only albums of hers that I've heard are this one and the one that has just come out this year, which the one that just came out this year is also one of my favorite albums of this year. So I'm only familiar with this and her newest album.
Interesting cover.
Yeah, it's very like old school. So Norman Rockwell is an American artist, painter.
Yeah.
So it's kind of in that style of a lot of his works. They were very like traditionally American with like people with American flags and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you see the American flag here on the background. They're on like a yacht. It has like the comic book style kind of
Pow.
yeah little things here. This is actually Duke Nicholson, Jack Nicholson's grandson.
No kidding.
Yeah, you could kind of tell in the face a little bit, like
Wow.
the eyes and the jaw.
Wow.
So
Are
yeah,
they a couple or?
no, I think this was just for the cover, just like
Nice.
a promotional thing. The first track, which is pretty rare, the first track is the title track, which I feel like usually the title tracks tends to come in further into the album or maybe
guess it
towards the
means
end of
a
the
lot.
album. But yeah, this is the title track, produced by Jack Antonoff. It's called Norman fucking Rockwell.
goddamn man-child. You fucked me so good that I almost said I love you. You're fun and you're wild, but you don't know the half of the shit that you put me through. Your poetry's bad and you blame the news, but I can't change that and I can't change your mood. Cause you're just a man, it's just what you do. Your head in your hands as you color me blue. Self-loathing poet, resident Laurel, can you know it all? You talk to the walls when the party gets bored of you, but I don't get bored, I just see it through. Why wait for the best when I could have you? Cause you're just a man, it's just what you do.
Pretty piece.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, to kick off an album with something that sounds like maybe, that you might expect in the middle, like to slow things down a little bit, but to jump out of the gate with that, the title doesn't seem to reflect what's going on, but I mean, for me anyway, it could. It's hard to piece the title to the words and music.
Yeah,
that's one thing, but it felt very introspective. Like it blows me away how women just know men better than we know ourselves. It's
like a total deep dive into
it's amazing
who this guy is and what his
they just
you're a man child.
They just see it. And like she said, why should I wait for the best when I can have you? That was a little bit of a switch. I felt like she was looking for better.
Yeah, it's like she's acknowledging
that she's doing it with him.
She's acknowledging this guy's faults,
right?
But being like, it's almost like she's annoyed that that she feels the way
there aren't better parts of him,
but
the
attraction is so strong, but
right,
she's acknowledging all these faults of him being a man child and immature.
I like the piano,
gorgeous trumpet, the little muted horn sections, so cool.
Really, I think you're right, really good for the day.
Track 2 is called Mariner's Apartment Complex.
Oh, I hear the houses here.
I hear it a lot throughout the song. It's like a time machine.
You took my sadness out of context at the Mariner's Apartment Complex. I ain't no candle in the wind. I'm the board, the lightning, the thunder, kind of girl who's gonna make you wonder who you are and who you've been. And who I've been is with you on these beaches. Your Venice bitch, your diehard, your weakness. You lose your way, just take my hand. You're lost at sea, then I'll command your boat to me again. Don't look too far, right where you are, that's where I am. I'm your man. Catch catch a wave and take in the sweetness. Think about it, the darkness, the deepness, all the things that make me who I am. And who I am is a big time believer that people can change, that you don't have to leave her when everyone's talking. You can make a stand. 'Cause even in the dark I feel your resistance. You can see my heart burning in the distance.
Great sound just happened there.
Then I'll command your boat to me.
The
Drums are like
band.
perfect level.
Yeah.
Look too far, right where you are, that's where I am. I'm your man. Want this, you need this. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Beautiful.
So good.
Wowee.
Oh, I'm remembering how much I love this album. And we're only
Man.
2 tracks in. Man.
I mean, there's so much I like about it. I don't know where to begin. I mean, the fact that she's saying "I'm your man," that's a real,
Not unexpected when it comes in.
yeah.
Because it's sounding so like motherly almost, and right, like welcoming and warm, and
Right.
I'll guide your ship from sea.
Yeah.
But then she switches with "I'm your man" on the chorus. It's like,
Yeah, very clever.
yeah, it makes you think it's gonna be like, oh, like you know, like a very warm, loving, womanly figure. That's what it kind of sounds like. But the
Yeah.
"I'm your man" is like a left turn that you don't really expect coming.
Right. And
But-
she delivered it. I mean, the singing, the drums, the sound, again, the very laid back, but I felt the little psychedelic stuff going there at the end.
The fuzz guitars start to sneak in a little bit.
Really up my alley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's honestly like that could easily, like if I told you that was like a modern rock artist,
Yeah, I mean, it had a
you know
little.
what I mean? It's not, it doesn't go fully in that direction.
No, but she started out a little bit like gave me a little glimpse of Janis Joplin.
Joplin.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, you beat me to it.
Man. Yeah, she has, I mean, because there aren't a lot of soulful deliveries like that. And
It's very old school.
yeah.
Yeah, this is track 3. It's the longest one in her discography. It's about 10 minutes long.
Whoa.
It's called Venice Bitch.
Is she California?
New York City.
Really?
Born. Yeah.
All right. Like it better already.
Feel fun, feel love, fresh out of fucks forever. Trying to be stronger for you. Ice cream, ice queen. I dream in jeans and leather. Live stream, I'm sweet for you. Oh God, miss you on my lips. It's me, a little Venice bitch, on the stoop with the neighborhood kids, calling out bang bang kiss kiss. You're in the yard, I light the fire, and as the summer fades away, no, I'm in Rockwell. No hype under our covers, it's just me and you. Oh God, miss you on my lips. It's me, a little Venice bitch, on the stoop with the neighborhood kids, calling out bang bang kiss kiss. You're in the yard, I light the fire, and as the summer fades away, nothing gold can stay.
Vocals are so crazy. It's so deeply layered, the production in this album.
Yeah.
Like deeply, deeply layered. It's like you're being pulled into a...
Like you're looking, like that whole little piece there sounded like they were so far away.
Yeah.
Baby's back in town now. You should come over. We'll be hanging around now. You should come over. Oh God, I love him on my lips. It's me, your little Venice Bitch.
It's stimulating whatever part of my brain would get affected if I was high without being high. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
Like
it's like if you zone into it.
if I was high, forget it. This would be like epic. But it's touch. Somehow I'm feeling it, even though it's not. I'm not.
It really just
sober.
pulls you.
Yeah, it's doing its thing. So she's not afraid of the experimentation because I mean the lyrics and everything now is subsided. This is all just
Sonics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet they wanted her to shorten this whole part.
Oh yeah.
Clashing cymbals. I don't know that I've heard a female artist that has this much experimentation.
Sonically.
Yeah. Like something I would expect from Tame, Impala, or
100%.
Right?
I was gonna wait till after this, but I was gonna say that
very
this one always
along
reminds
those
me
lines.
of that long Tame Impala song, "The Sun's Coming Up." Remember where he goes to the beach
And he
where he's thinking
walks.
about his dad?
I love it.
That's
Yeah.
what this always reminds
Wow.
me of. It's part of the reason why I love it so much.
If you were mine, I'd be jealous of your love. If you were mine, I'd be jealous of your love. If you were mine, I'd be jealous of your love.
Yeah, I think it comes off okay because of the length, because of the consistency of the melody.
It never goes away.
Right? You got that steady.
Dun, 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 dun. Even when the instruments go off, it somehow comes back around to. It always comes back,
Yeah, and
that.
it
and the instruments are just
it's one of those
moving
things
around.
that could just run, right? You could have that playing
right.
at a dinner, in the background, or while you're working on something, and it could be 20 minutes. You wouldn't even know
It's just
that it just, that you were in the middle of it, the end of it. Yeah, I liked it.
The way I see that song is like, I mean, she's referencing again the same guy as the first track, Norman Rockwell, this character, whatever, this guy.
Right.
But I feel like there's a purpose to the minimalistic lyrics. It's like how she keeps coming in, getting high in the garden, on the beach. It's like kind of these memories just popping in and out amidst all this.
Very contemplative. Yeah. It's
Amidst all this confusion or fog. It's like these little moments of like, oh, I remember we did this and did that.
you can see almost like her sitting alone in the living room or a bedroom, toking a little here, but just, thinking the whole thing and, thinking about the relationship and very,
It's almost before her vocals come at the end, it's like you could almost forget that you're listening to this Lana Del Rey. You're like, oh yeah, she's on this song too.
It could, and there's a lot, I guess you're right. There's a lot of stuff from the classic rock of the 70s and 80s where they would just go on these long tangents and,
Pink Floyd.
Yeah, and you get carried away in the music.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, which is really good. The fuzz guitar.
Yeah.
Jack maybe
Antonoff
that theremin.
had a blast in the studio.
Yeah, you're right. Very minimalistic voice, vocal, lyrically, and pitch. But hey,
So pretty.
good for her.
So pretty. And another song with more cursing in the title is track 4, which is called Fuck It, I Love You.
Do shit to keep me turned on, but one day differently. So I moved to California, but it's just a state of mind. It turns out everywhere you go, you take yourself, that's not a lie. Wish that you would hold me or just say that you were mine. It's killing me slowly. Dream a little dream of me. Make me into something sweet. Turn the radio on, dancing to a pop song. Fuck it, I love you. Fuck it, I love you. Baby, wish that you would hold me or just say that you're mine, but it's killing me slowly. Dream a little dream of me. Turn this into something sweet. Turn the radio on, dancing to a pop song. Fuck it, I love you. Fuck it, I love you.
It's a unique chorus, right? Her voice is like bending.
Well, I'm a little uncomfortable telling you. It's she sounds like that sounds like a song from a person that I would have been like super attracted to when I was in my teen crazy years, like just like like the little rap verse it came across like a yeah. I love that she said there's a phrase in recovery, everywhere you go you take yourself with you. It's one of my favorite things when there's anger issues or you think people who bounce around a lot, they think, oh, I got to break up with this person, oh, I got to move from this house, oh, I got to leave this job. But the real truth of the matter is, if you're having that many issues, chances are the problem's with you. Especially a lot of people end up telling you that, but you tend to blame it on
environment,
anything. So they say, wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So whether it's anger or depression or booze and drugs, whatever. But I mean, she just came across as like this hard ass wild chick that like, yeah, I'm down, I'll go with you, let's go to California, fuck it,
just like carelessly in love.
Carelessly, I'll follow you anywhere, that kind of feeling. But
it's cool how she contradicts like the softness from the last track of Venice Bitch and all these cute memories and
fuck it,
reminiscing.
And
then the next one's like
California dreaming, let's do it,
girl,
it's a state of mind,
you're
let's
my
just
guy.
go.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it really had that feeling, like,
and has a little more of a, like you said, it's interesting how she can have a groove just from her vocals. Like there's nothing crazy going on there with the bass or the drums.
It's a mix of the feel,
but the way that her voice blends with the sound, it makes you feel the groove of where the song is going. Track 5 is called Doin Time.
Me and Louie, we gonna run to the party and dance to the rhythm, it gets harder. Me and my girl, we got this relationship.
nice.
I love her so bad, but she treats me like shit. I'm locked down like a penitentiary. She spreads her loving all over, and when she gets home, there's none left for me.
Great studio musician, drummer.
And the living's easy. Rallies on the microphone with Ross and G. We gonna run to the party and dance to the rhythm, it gets harder. Diva, we
Sounds like something from a James Bond movie.
Oh yeah.
Spy oriented, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that felt like really, I mean, that's the most upbeat one so far.
Yeah, by far.
And it was still smooth, like very chill. Like, you know, it is fitting this whole California vibe of,
Yep.
you know,
Sunset.
yeah, surfing, summertime,
Yeah.
beaches.
I mean, you said about being high before. That's like, that's
this whole album
quintessential.
so far is,
You could see like laying on a beach.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just fucked up.
Yeah.
In the sun. I mean, it has to do definitely with her voice too, not just the production. Like her voice fits like a ethereal, you know, far out. It doesn't sound like it's from this planet. What you're listening to. Track 7 is called Love Song.
In the car, in the backseat, I'm your baby. We go fast, we go so fast, we don't move. I believe in a place you take me, make you real proud of your baby. In your car, I'm a star and I'm burning through you. In your car, I'm a star and I'm burning through you.
Does Antonin play the piano on
Yep.
these? Jeez.
Oh, be my once in a lifetime. Lying on your chest, in my body dress. I'm a fucking mess, but I grab my waist, don't waste any part. I believe that you see me for who I am, so I spill my clothes on the floor of your new car. Is it safe to just be who we are? Baby, it's the best, pass the test and yes, now I'm here with you and I would like to think that you would stick around. You know I just died to make you proud. The sound of our love song.
Beautiful. Very sensual. You really get the feeling that she, you know, is she's yours 100%, you know. Admitting flaw, but it's okay. You know, she just feels, you know, safe with this person. And man, just gorgeous, really beautiful love song, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, if she made that for someone in particular or was to give that to someone, like as a, you know, can you imagine hearing that like as a gift to you or something?
No.
And, you know, hey, I wrote this song for you. And
I cried too fucking much on this channel. I really do.
you're pretty raw. For her to describe like the intimacy with the actual, you know, your fingers and your my waist, and very sensual,
So
very
beautiful.
loving.
Her vocals are just unbelievable.
Yeah, the harmonies, I mean,
Unbelievable.
and the piano.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's insane.
There's no
Jack
there's
Antonoff
no
is
great
insane.
piano work. It's not Elton John or, you know, Stevie Wonder. It's just but notes, dung, dung.
He's really good though. He's really good.
Great song.
Yeah, fantastic song. Track 7 is called Cinnamon Girl.
Wow, there's a very famous Cinnamon Girl song.
Cinnamon in my teeth from your kiss. You touching me, all the pills you did. Violet, blue, green, red to keep me at arm's length don't work. You try to push me out, but I just find my way back in. Violet, blue, green, red to keep me out, I win. There's things I wanna say to you, but I'll just let you live. Like if you hold me without hurting me, you'll be the first who ever did. Hold me, love me, touch me, I'll be the first who ever did.
I would speed this one up. I feel like this one could easily be like some kind of a pop. It's hard to imagine it, but it has the lyrics for what sounds good spit up, like my feeling. Yeah, it feels like it's in the wrong gear. It's nice. It's a nice song, but that one felt more cliche with the violins and the singing. I felt like there wasn't a lot there melodically or vocally, so I feel like a little push there could have been. She could have turned it into like da 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 da. Something.
Yeah, I could see
I would
that.
have played with that a little. Like even at the end there, it feels very extremely slowed down. Where, I feel like maybe that would have been a good spot for a.
Yeah, I think it's harder for me to agree just because it's like an album that I've
You've heard it
sat
so
with
many
for so
times.
long that like to me it's perfect the way it is. You
Is
know
it?
what I mean?
Okay.
I'm saying like
Okay.
after listening to
Yeah,
it for
no,
so
I
long, like,
get it.
But I could see on a first listen feeling. I know what you're saying. Like the feeling like the groove could be
It feels like it could be
sped up.
but
I think it's just
for
like
the overall theme of the album, yes, I see what it is.
yeah.
But yeah, if hearing that, if I would want to hear what that might sound like with a little,
I can see that.
maybe a little tempo to
Yeah.
it. But still nice.
Yeah. Track 8 is called How to Disappear.
John met me down on the boulevard. Cry on his shoulder, 'cause life is hard. The waves came in over my head. What you been up to, my baby? Haven't seen you around here lately. All of the guys tell me lies, but you don't. You just crack another beer and pretend that you're still here. This is how to disappear. I watch the guys getting high as they fight for the things that they hold dear, to forget the things they fear. This is how to disappear. This is how to disappear.
Do you get the vintage feel on this one?
Yeah, it's wild. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see her take off, maybe. But that's why I said, like, is she always like soft, or can she really raise the roof?
No one's going.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's my limited attention span. I feel like I'm ready for something. I feel like, what are we now? 7 in, 6 in, 8 in?
8.
Yeah, I would like to hear something a little more up tempo from her. I don't know if it's coming on this album or not, but yeah, in terms of sticking with the vibe, it definitely does that. But I guess it's starting to wear on me a little bit, if that makes sense. Like, like I'm having a hard time staying in that soft when I hear like maybe some potentials here of epic voice but I don't know. It's coming across a feeling like a little bit, the last couple felt repetitious, like too much like the others, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. I respectfully disagree.
Yeah, that's fine.
Track 9 is called California.
So many. That's why I asked if she's from California, the whole.
Yeah, no, it just has a very California. I mean, I'm sure she lives there or lived there for a long time.
You don't ever have to be stronger than you really are when you're lying in my arms, baby. I shouldn't have done it, but I read it in your letter. You said to a friend that you wish you were doing better. I wanted to call you, but I didn't say a thing. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'll pick you up if you come back to America. Just hit me up.
Here we go.
'Cause this is crazy love. I'll catch you on the flip side if you come back to California. I heard the war was over if you really choose the one and around you.
That's a line from John Lennon's song, "War is over if you want it." Remember the Christmas song?
Changing like the weather.
Oh, yeah, the war is over.
War is over.
If Santa moves you. 3, 4. Oh, I'll pick you up if you come back to America. Just hit me up. Oh, I'll pick you up if you come back to America. Just hit me up. 'Cause this is crazy love. I'll catch you on the flip side if you come back to California. You should just hit me up.
Yeah, I like that. Like I said in the middle, that, I felt like I needed something like
You
that.
needed some drums.
Yeah, not because it was dragging, but it just felt like it got a little bit repetitive. Like, all right, we need some kind of tempo thing here for me anyway to keep me, like, oh, okay, she's got a little bit something different going on there, but that's okay. Maybe it just could have been song placement for me.
Yeah, like maybe switch the last two so you get
And put that after this one.
Yeah.
But I liked it. This was good.
Yeah, great.
I mean,
Another
the piano
great
in the
hook.
back are so subtle, but they're really doing a number on the, like if you were to isolate them, I think it'd be amazing what you're hearing. I can hear pieces of it.
And that one has a nice build with her vocals and the layers and the vocal layers.
You can hear the
harmonies.
Yeah, when they isolate her, it's nice to hear.
Track 10 is called The Next Best American Record.
To the houses of the holy, smoking on them cigarettes.
Did she say Houses of the Holy?
No.
Houses of the Home?
My baby, to the house
Oh yeah, it is House of the Holy.
How about that?
My baby used to dance underneath my architecture.
How did I never catch
He
that?
was cool as heck.
You know, what can I say? That's what I'm here for.
He was cool as heck. And we were so obsessed with writing the next best American record, 'cause we were just that good. It was just that good.
You can almost hear it like in the back of her brain, like a memory.
Yeah.
Whatever's on tonight, I just wanna party with you.
See, this is exactly what I was saying. Like,
You
just
want
a little bit earlier
little lift.
would have been, yeah, just the right.
You made me feel like
I love that. It feels like it's like you can literally feel her like pulling it out of her
Yeah.
recollection,
in this frame of mind.
even with the fade.
My baby used to dance underneath my architecture. We lost track of space. We lost track of time. You made me feel like there's something that I never knew I wanted. We played Eagles down in Malibu, and I
The album really picks its spots to bring her vocals to the front.
Even
you know what I
within
mean?
a song.
Yeah. Yeah.
all the roads lead to you.
Because then it goes right back.
And I want it. There's something that I never knew I wanted.
Cool, very cool song.
Yeah.
And as much as Taylor Swift comes across as like the girl next door, I've always felt that way.
Yeah.
Like she's kind of like the the girl on the floor underneath her, like she's the wild one who's always getting into shit, and I kind of like that, like there's a little rebellious. You feel like she's a kind of a bit of a rebellious person in the way she writes and thinks.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, it's like you were saying, like the vocals are, it kind of feels distant a lot in the verses.
Very much, yeah.
But
yeah.
it's cool then when they choose to have it kind of break through like that, like on the verse, which I think you're definitely on the money with the more like being in the present in the chorus versus
It felt like
the memories of the
when
past.
she's saying,
and thinking back on.
yeah, he used to dance
to
under
write
my
these songs
architecture and we were obsessed with it, but then,
Yeah.
But
the chorus seems like her in the now
Yeah.
singing this hook.
yeah, which is clever.
It is very clever.
A lot of work goes into thinking all that through.
Yeah. Her hooks are just so good.
Yeah, they really
Another
are.
artist that just has great, like one that, like when you hit pause, you hear the,
It's still there, which really makes you feel like it could go on, and that's what I like. I like, you know, how many times we've gotten to a record and I say, "Oh, I would have liked more of that one."
These songs are not rushed at all.
None of them. No.
Yeah, they're
the
all
whole vibe
paced.
is, yeah.
This is the greatest.
Whoa.
Not a lot of prominent guitar in this
I like that.
album. No, not at all.
I miss Long Beach and I miss you, babe. I miss dancing with you the most of all. I miss the bar where the Beach Boys would go. Well,
beach.
Don't leave, I just need a wake-up call. I'm facing the greatest loss of them all. The culture is late and I had a ball. I miss New York and I miss the music. Me and my friends, we miss rock and roll.
There we go.
Don't leave, I just need a wake-up call. I'm facing the greatest loss of them all. The culture is late and I had a ball. But I guess that I'm burned out after all.
Nice ending. It's funny how she, like again, I said this, it feels like even that stuff, Kanye's blonde and now he's gone.
Blonde and gone.
Like all that stuff feels like it could have been part of the main part of the song, but she chooses to shut down the music and now become spoken word, but singing, and then drift out with piano. Like it's just so interesting how she structures, how they're structuring the music in each track. It's
a good point.
It's really something else. Like it could easily have just carried on with music. That was enough of a, to carry on. She could have built that in, but she chooses to. It's like her thing to switch it up a bit.
So nice. That song is so nice. Yeah.
And it really felt the
build was
the rise in her vocal
way
there.
more prominent there.
Yep.
Yeah. Track 12 is called Bartender.
All the ladies of the canyon wearing black to their house parties. Crosby, Stills, and Nash's play. One is flowing
No, Young.
with
Crosby, Stills, Nash,
Bacardi.
and Young. She was, remember I mentioned Cinnamon
But
Girl?
sometimes
So that's more than one.
girls
Yeah.
just
Well, he dropped out after a while, so then it just
want
became
to
Crosby, Stills,
have
and Nash.
fun. The poetry inside of me is warm like a gun. I bought me a truck in the middle of the night. It'll buy me a year if I play my cards right. Bartender, our love's alive.
Wow, she sounds like Joni Mitchell.
I'm not drinking wine, but that cherry coke you serve is fine. And I love sweet enough on the vine. Bartender, bartender, bartender.
I love that little stutter too.
Tender, tender, ha 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 ha. I bought me a truck in the middle of the night. 60 mph on PCH drive. Keep love alive, bartender.
So much there that,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even sure you know who Joni Mitchell is, but if you,
I know the name. I don't know if I would know.
she's very folksy, very around the time of Crosby, Stills and Nash. I mean, it's like that voice is just very. I mean, you can almost hear that as like a 1969. Everything was flower power and peace, and
yeah.
man, that is with a little bit of a twist on more modern lyrics, like talking about a bartender, where before everything was like more about love and
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a really tender ballad. I mean, her musical taste, her musical knowledge is pretty cool. Talking about cherry coke. I'll digress. I just found out the other day how Mick Jagger came up with the words to "You Can't Always Get What You Want." Apparently, a long time ago, when you ordered a cherry coke, it literally was Coke, and they would put a whole bunch of cherries on
maraschino
top.
cherries?
Yeah. So in the song, he talks about going into the store, and the guy says, "What's your favorite flavor?" And he says, "Cherry red," but he couldn't get it, and there was this like town vagrant that his name was Jimmy, and he just used to walk around, and Mick turned to leave, and he goes, "Can't always get what you want." They were out of cherry.
Track 13 is called Happiness is a Butterfly.
Do you want me or do you not? I heard one thing, now I'm hearing another. Dropped a
He's just
hint in
right.
my
It's just old.
parking spot.
He's yeah.
The bar
Everything is just so spaced, but it's like
2 a.m., it feels like summer. Happiness
The chords
is
are just so good. He just knows the ones to pick.
catch it like every night. It escapes from my hands into moonlight. Every day is a lullaby. If he's as bad as they say, then I guess I'm cursed. Looking into his eyes, I think he's already hurt. He's already hurt. I said, don't be a jerk, don't call me a taxi. Sitting in your sweatshirt, crying in the backseat. Ooh, I just wanna dance with you.
like that.
I just
So sick.
wanna
I like how it feels like it's gonna
dance
come in heavy, and then she
wanna dance
floats off at the end.
with you. Baby, I just wanna dance with you. Left the canyon, drove to the club. I was one thing, now I'm being another. Sang it into my music, I'm crazy. If he's a serial killer, then what's the worst that can happen to a girl who's already hurt?
Such good writing,
I'm
songwriting.
Yeah, that's a good
already
line.
hurt.
Scary, but
Yeah.
If he's as bad as they say, then I guess I'm cursed. Looking into his eyes, I think he's already hurt. Hollywood and Vine, Black Rabbit in the alley. I just wanna hold you tight down the avenue. I just wanna dance with you. I just wanna dance with baby. I just wanna dance with you. Baby, I just wanna dance with you.
beautiful. That was really
That's one of
good.
my favorite ones on
That
there.
was really good. On the amount of stopping and starting in the places that it does, when you feel there's a tempo growing, but then it drops right back to solo piano,
Yeah.
and it's just her, talking about being with this guy, and it's wild.
Songwriting
wild.
is very
Up front on that one, yeah.
very cutthroat, like
Yes.
very raw emotions, like
Yeah. we're too
vulnerable.
Yeah, we're both messed up. So what's the worst that could happen to me? You know, like, wow.
But the way that chorus comes in with the piano chords intensifying in our vocals, and then it just
And then boom.
and it just breaks off, and then it comes back in, and it breaks off.
Yeah.
It's so cool. This is the final track. It's called "Hope is a Dangerous Thing for a Woman Like Me to Have, but I Have It."
I was reading some errands and I got to thinking that I thought maybe I'd get less stressed if I was tested less like all of these debutantes, smiling for miles in pink dresses and high heels and white yachts.
Wow, this is like, wow.
But I'm not, baby, I'm not. No, I'm not. That I'm not. I've been tearing around in my fucking nightgown, 24/7 Sylvia Plath, writing in blood on my walls 'cause the ink in my pen don't work in my notepad.
Sylvia Plath was a
Don't ask
poet
if
who killed
I'm
herself.
happy, you know that I'm not, but at best I can say I'm not sad. 'Cause hope is a dangerous thing for a woman like me to have.
Church basement room, man. That's where the
Spilling
self-help
my
groups
guts
are.
with the Bowery bums is the only love I've ever known. Except for the stage, which I also call home when I'm not. Serving up God in a burnt coffee pot for the triad. Hello, it's the most famous woman you know on the iPad. Born of confusion and quiet collusion, of which mostly I've known. A
Fantastic
modern
lyrics.
day woman with a weak constitution, 'cause I've got monsters still under my bed that I could never fight off. They write that I'm happy, they know that I'm not, but at best you can see I'm not sad. But hope is a dangerous thing for a woman like me to have. Hope is a dangerous thing for a woman like me to have. Hope is a dangerous thing for a woman like me to have. But I have it, yeah, I have it, yeah, I have it, I have.
Just lovely. Just so good. I mean, what a epic final tune.
And that's like
My gosh.
the most beautifully written.
There's so much to think about. She gives you so much to wonder about, to think about. I mean, I identified so much with, people use code words like for church I fell in love in the church basement. Yeah, well, what do you do in church basements? You go to recovery meetings most times.
In the burnt coffee pot, right?
Making big urns of shit coffee, right? 24/7 Sylvia Plath. She must have been reading that and knowing that, she took her own life as an artist. But despair, but then hope. And she's,
Yeah.
fighting against having it, but she knows she has it.
And the fact that every chorus is only hope is a dangerous thing for a woman like me to have until the final seconds.
Exactly.
Where it's, I have it.
Yeah.
I have it.
Good. Because,
Beautiful. I mean, some of the lines in there are like
they're
the
scary.
gatekeeper dropping keys on my night drawer. It's
Yeah.
like, it's just incredibly.
There's a lot of desperation going on, and
Yeah.
she's being very vivid about it. Yeah, I mean that's a soul crunching song.
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's hard to listen to.
yeah,
But she writes it with such beautiful melody that you can't not appreciate what's being written. But it's a hard topic. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. I mean, it was worth the wait. I can see why everybody
yeah. This
enjoys
album
her
was
music.
unbelievably acclaimed when it came. I mean, like,
I've never heard one track.
yeah, it was.
So
I mean, commercially, I don't think it wasn't really that big. I mean, because like I said, a lot of these songs are really long and
yeah,
and more contemplative,
it's a
and
niche.
slow.
It's a niche audience, I would say.
Like, definitely, I don't remember there being any like big hits like there was from her older
No,
albums.
there's not. I'd be very surprised if you have a lot of crossover fans. I mean, unless you happen to like her and you like anything else, that's okay.
Yeah, but just as an album, musically and songwriting, and
the only
vocally.
glitch I had was the placement of
a couple of the middle
I'd
tracks.
say like 5, 6, 4, yeah, probably 5, 6. At that point, for me, had gotten too heavy in the
She ends it very strong.
Oh,
the
boy.
last
Forget
handful
about
of
it.
tracks are
terrific,
yeah.
terrific.
I mean, that last one, the perfect
Oh,
final piece.
I mean, you're
to a
just
record.
listening to it like we like being told this story of something. Whether
like
it's-
anyone, Kendrick.
Yeah, you're
anyone that can really just sit there with a pen and
and you're locked.
just give you crazy imagery and metaphors.
You're locked into it. You can't pull yourself away for anything.
Yeah.
You're not distracted.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a
It's
lot.
so good. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, if you're new, subscribe.
If you like this one,
you like the
we
video,
got
hit the
many,
like
many
button.
more.
Consider joining our Patreon as well if
Yeah.
you want to see the uncut version. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week with a new album, a new video. Peace.